To a story you'll see only on 2. A doctor from New Orleans who was visiting Houston says she and her husband were victims of a racially motivated public tirade.
A doctor claims a woman came at them carrying a hammer while saying, "Go back to your country." An arrest has been made. Channel 2 senior reporter Phil Archer is live in the Montrose area with the details now. Phil?
Yeah, this all begs the question, what would you do if a complete stranger threatened you and your spouse with a hammer just because of the way you looked? Well, that New Orleans couple says that's what happened to them over the weekend while they were vacationing here. It's a troubling story about alleged racism in a town that prides itself on diversity. Arturo Cordovez and his wife, Leah Franco, are natives of Ecuador, currently living in New Orleans, where Leah is finishing her medical residency. In the course of doing that, Dr. Franco has been treating COVID patients day after day. So to decompress, the couple decided to spend the weekend in Houston over the holiday to unwind. Sunday afternoon, they were looking for a restaurant when they noticed a woman following in a car behind them.
So we stopped a little bit on the side, and she was still there.
She stopped
behind us. After that, she started showing a hammer through the mirror.
She was shaking her hands like this and cursing at us, I think.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what did I do?
The couple called 911 and turned into a gas station at Westheimer and South Shepherd. The woman followed them.
And that's when she pulled beside us and started screaming at us. And we yelled, "What do you want?" And she said, "Stop following." And then she screamed, "You Mexicans, go get out of my effing country. Go back to your effing country."
The woman got out of her car with a hammer and seemed to be threatening them with it. Before the situation escalated further, police arrived and took her into custody. Police identify her as 60-year-old Constance Lynn Bono. She was arrested Sunday and remains in jail today. So far, investigators haven't been able to say what sparked the incident. But for Dr. Franco and her husband, their first trip to Houston was surprising and scary.
I think she needs help. She needs treatment. But that doesn't justify the fact that she needs to follow the laws of her country.
Ms. Bono is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's a second-degree felony with a punishment range of up to 20 years in prison. But the charge could be upgraded to a first-degree felony if prosecutors believe racism was the motive. The case is expected to be referred to a grand jury.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises be to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Respect to all you brothers that are doing this work out there, and double honors to all the elders for giving out this word for what it is. Shalom. Now, this is a part 2 of the lesson that I did earlier about it will get ugly before the deliverance. So, as you can see, so many things that are happening, it's like everywhere, man. It's not only happening to one particular group of people, which is you would call black people. It's happening to a lot of people, man. So basically everybody's coming under fire in the hands of Esau Edom, because he's seeing everybody as a threat. You know, so the thing is, it is a spiritual thing that is happening. And for those of you who may not understand exactly what's happening, the Most High, Yahweh, the Most High, God, as you would call it, you know, is the one that's stirring everything. Is the one that's doing everything on the face of the earth right now. Now, this is what happened in Egypt back in Exodus. You know, so when the people were in Egypt and the Most High saw their sufferings, their affliction, how they were being afflicted back in Egypt, and he sent Moses to go deliver the children and go talk to Pharaoh, just so Pharaoh would let his people go. But Pharaoh would not do it. So now this is Exodus chapter 10, verse 1. And it says, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, go and unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the heart of his servant, that I might show these my signs before him. You see? So right there you can see the Most High is telling you he is the one stirring people's heart. He is the one doing everything that is happening. He's hardening the heart of Pharaoh and all of his servants. You know, because the Most High got a show to put on to let them know that he is the one that rules the whole universe. That they are not in charge at all. He controls them. And now, verse 2. And that thou mayest tell in the ears of thy son and of thy son's son what things I have wrought in Egypt, and my signs which I have done among them, that you may know how that I am the Lord. And Moses and Aaron came in unto Pharaoh and said unto him, Thus says the Lord God Yahweh of the Hebrews, How long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me? Let my people go, that they may serve me. Else, if thou refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow will I bring the locusts into thy coast. So now, as you can see, man, the Most High is the one that's doing everything. You know, that's the reason why these people, man, they can't really help themselves, because even them themselves are asking, like, what's going on? You know, so and all of that is happening because the Most High got a set time for everything to happen, a set time to actually bring judgment to a particular people for everything that they have done, and especially to the Hebrews, Israelites. Because when the time of their captivity had ended, the heathens, they extended the time. Not only that, they have taken crafty counsels like, let's erase these people from history so that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Crafty counsels were taken just so they could deal with the people treacherously. And for that, the Most High will not have mercy upon these people. So now this is the book of Isaiah chapter 51 verse 13. It says, But you have forgotten the Lord your Maker, who stretched out the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth. You live in terror all day. You live in terror all day because of the fury of the oppressor who is bent on destruction. But where is the fury of the oppressor? The captive will soon be freed. He will not die in the dungeon, and his bread will not be lacking. For I am the Lord your God, Yahweh, who stirs up the sea so that it waves roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. You see, it's like time and time again, man. As you can actually see, he is the one that's stirring everything up. He is the one that's doing everything up. You may not want to admit it because you want people to look the other way. But hey, the Most High is letting you know he is the one that's in control. Now this is Isaiah chapter 48 verse 20. It says, Flee Babylon, flee from the Chaldeans. Declare it with a shout of joy. Proclaim it. Let it go out to the ends of the earth, saying, The Lord Yahweh has redeemed his servant Jacob. Now, this is Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 10. It says, they will not hunger or thirst, nor will the scorching heat or sun strike them. For he who has compassion on them will guide them and lead them beside springs of water. Now this is the verse that I really like. And it's coming from Isaiah chapter 52, verse 2. It says, shake off your dust, rise up, and sit on your throne, O Jerusalem. Remove the chains from your neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Ah, man. You can't make this up, man. You can't really make this up. Because the Most High is the one that's doing everything. And there's nothing that these heathens can actually do to stop it. All praises, man. All praises be to the Most High. So now this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30th, verse 15. It says, why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. I have done these things to you. So now, that's the Most High talking to the Israelites for everything that they have done. That's exactly why he brought affliction unto them, so they can actually pay for the sins that they have committed against the Most High, because they didn't want to follow his law, precepts, statutes, and commandments. So therefore the Most High had chastised them. So now it says, verse 16, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. So now this is for everybody, man, because they have exceeded the time for Jacob to serve as a servant. But instead they have taken crafty counsels to wipe him off, so that the name of Israel should not be no more in remembrance. And just for that, the Most High says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. You understand? For I will restore health unto thee. Oh yes. So the Most High will restore Israel back to her place. And I will heal thee of thy wounds, says the Lord Yahweh, because they call thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Says the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places. And the city shall be builded upon her upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. Everything will take their place right back, man. You see? And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving and the voice of them that make merry, and I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small. All praises be to the Most High, man. Their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them. Man, y'all got something coming for y'all, man. Because if the Most High chasten the people, the very people that He loves, how much harder would it be for y'all? You understand? When we are the apple of the Most High eyes. And look what he had done unto His children. He actually chastised every single last one of us. We were led into captivity till this very day, until He come and save us from our captivity. So now just think about the punishment that He's going to bring against the nations that had their hands into the captivity of Israel. And their nobles, chapter 21, and their nobles shall be of themselves, and their governor shall proceed from the midst of them. So which means He will not allow anybody else to be on top of us. Anybody that is governing, it will be one of us. You see? And their nobles shall be of themselves, and their governor shall proceed from the midst of them. And I will cause him to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. For who is this that engaged his heart to approach unto me, says Yahweh? And you shall be my people, and I will be your God. All praises be to the Most High. For a long time, man, we have been without a living power. So therefore the nation dealt with us treacherously, led us into captivity, slaughter us in so many ways. But the Most High is telling that everything is about to end on the face of the earth, and that His people will be redeemed. You understand? Behold, the whirlwind of the Lord go forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. The fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until He had done it, and until He had performed the intents of His heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. So as you all can see, man, there's great judgment coming on the face of the earth. And one thing that I always say, whenever you see a people is turning against another people, just know judgment is up on the horizon. Judgment is on its way. Judgment is coming. And the Most High is the one that's stirring your heart into a way for you to act the way you are acting, without no mercy, without no compassion, without no sympathy. You acting wild, knowing it's like your destruction, man, is right around the corner, but you don't know it. I pray that this lesson was edifying to some of you, and I pray that the Most High would actually open your eyes, so y'all would be able to be, y'all would be able to see things for what it is, and ask the Most High to open your eyes, so that you can see things for what it is. All praises be to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. In respect to all you brothers that are doing this work out there, and double honors to all the elders for giving out this truth for what it is. All praises. Shalom.